Hello everyone, we're here today with Chris Daems, an independent financial advisor who's going to talk to us today about workplace benefits. What benefits can employers typically offer as part of a workplace benefits package?
So it depends on the employer, because some employers offer a range of different workplace benefits and some offer the legal minimum. As a minimum, an employer has to provide a workplace pension within 3 months of you starting employment, but it's worth checking your employment contract to see exactly what you're going to receive when you start your new job.
What's the difference between legal benefits and ones offered by choice by a company?
Depends on how generous your employer is. So you're in a position where the minimum legal standard is the workplace pension within 3 months of starting employment, and the employers in the UK have had that phased in between 2012 and 2018. So if your employer doesn't provide it now, they will have to by 2018. Then you've got the additional benefits, and that can include healthcare, that can include life cover, that can include income protection, and check that contract, because that will tell you whether some employers, your particular employer, does provide those benefits or not, because some employers are fantastically generous and some aren't.
Typically, what taxes do I pay for work?
So there's two main ones you need to be aware of. Number one is income tax, and the other one is national insurance. Income tax is used to pay for all the services in the UK that the government provides, so police, fire, ambulance, and every other government service. National insurance is used as a pot of money designed to help you build up a state pension for when you retire. There are minimums around how long you need to contribute, but that money, if you contribute long enough, will pay you an income in retirement.
Am I entitled to the UK state pension through national insurance contributions through my workplace, especially if I don't intend to stay in the UK?
Sure. Depends on how many years you contribute. So the minimum number of years you need to contribute is 10, and the maximum is 40. And how much you receive depends on how long you stay in the UK and how many years you build up. But if you stay in the UK for less than 10, you won't receive the state pension.
Right, and say I'm in temporary employment, is someone still typically entitled to a workplace pension and additional benefits?
So you're absolutely entitled to a workplace pension after 3 months, regardless of your contract, temporary or permanent. The other benefits are optional, and it depends on your employment contract. So check your employment contract, and that will tell you exactly what you're entitled to.
Okay, and what happens to the money I save in a workplace pension if I leave the UK?
So you've got some options, and it depends on the country that you intend to move to. Now, most countries have tax agreements with the UK that allow you to move it, but the really important thing is, if you do think about building money in the UK and you intend to leave, seek professional advice.
Great, and is there a way to trace pensions I've had in the UK if I haven't got the details?
Yeah, you can. There's a free government-run scheme called the Pension Tracing Service. So all you need to do is put pension tracing service into your search engine of choice, and that will allow you to find lost pensions that you may have built up through previous UK employment.
Brilliant. If people want to hear more information about this, about workplace benefits, where would you recommend that they look?
So the first step is your employer, because your employer has obligations to ensure that you're aware of what you're entitled to at work. If you'd like to find out more, you can go to the Pensions Regulator website, which is a government website that will give you more information about the sort of benefits that you might be entitled to.
That's fantastic. Thanks, Chris.